That's it. We're reviewing Resident Evil Dead Aim. No more delays. But you're going to sit there, you're going to be quiet, you're not getting my head. Deal? Right. It's been far too long. Hi guys, it's RikitoRed here, and I'm back. Welcome to the Retro Room, and this has been a long time coming. But it's about time I review Dead Aim. Also known as Heroes Never Die, it is the fourth and final gun survivor game in the series. Indeed, we are near the end. Now I know, previously I may have made a big song and dance about not wanting to review this game. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to review it fairly and to the best of my ability. Similar to previous games, it's controller time. I should really pick up a gun con at some point. Right, let's have a quick look at the controller settings, shall we? Right, okay, and that's it. There's two different settings, and all it does is change one button around. Great. Shut the fuck up!
Your anger is beautiful to me.
Raccoon
I don't know.
a Midwestern town in the United States, was destroyed when a substance.
The opening crawl is voiced by our main protagonist, and in my opinion, the worst protagonist in the series. His vocal tone is just so completely jarring, and you're supposed to believe he's this really awesome government agent spy, but he just gives off such a rookie vibe. After the opening cutscene, you get control of your character, which can take a little getting used to. And how bloody hell did you end up here? Like, there's a hole in the roof, but what? Where from? What hole leads into a cabin? After some exploration, you'll encounter your first zombie, and you can guess where the weak spot would be. Yeah. There you go, simple enough. You'll notice some enemies start glowing red, which is an indicator that they are aware of you. Useful for when you want to sneak through areas, though in particular you won't be using this feature much. You can guarantee that once you fire a shot in your area, you will alert all foes. But with the silenced handgun, you can sneak kill a few enemies before you get noticed, something invaluable later on in the game. The game has three main characters. Well, I should say main, there's only three characters. Now we're introduced to two in the beginning, but this one, the third one in the background, is Fong Ling, a much more interesting character with a deeper backstory that we'd rather play as, to be fair. And fuck your Bruce. Damn it! Unfortunately though, the backstory we get is only glossed over in the manual for her. I mean, now, what other young rookie, confident spy dynamic, American, Chinese, has been used in a Resident Evil game before? I mean, I definitely can't think of one. I mean, this game is so original. It's definitely, there's not going to be an eventual tacked on love story, is there? Yeah. This is pretty lazy, Capcom. I mean, who wrote this? The guy behind Resident Evil 2? Rehashed material? Seriously? I mean, technically, there was already a Resident Evil game set on a cruise liner. We'll get to that one at some point.
Don't. Oh, wait, you saved me earlier. You're Chinese security bureau, huh?
Okay, so Bruce claims she saved his life, but if you notice in the opening cutscene, she just threw a grenade. She didn't care about collateral damage at all. It was just blind luck he survived, really. So your typical fare in puzzle solving here is you look for keys, you backtrack, standard stuff. There's no intriguing puzzles in the game per se. But I will tell you this. You need to memorise the map and your location, because the bland corridors will send you off on a different fucking area. It happened to me more than once. Now, after being straight up robbed, damn it, that's my valve handle. God damn it. But, oh, wait. Woohoo! Hey! Now I'm the awesome super spy. Yeah. Yeah, you don't play as her for long, but you play her a few times throughout the game, which is better than nothing. Okay, so now you switch back to Bruce and you tackle dual hunters, and I fucking hate these guys. But at least they're more of a threat than in Survivor 1. Soon you'll come across Morpheus, the Sephiroth looking motherfucker from the opening, having decided on a new gender.
Don't call me that.
Dude, you look like bad cosplay.
Is this a bad joke?
Probably.
Don't.
Now it's probably a good time to discuss the graphics, and well, they're not bad. They're certainly not the worst. But just look at his face. I mean, that's just, yeah. I will say this though, not once playing this game have I ever had a texture pop or a messed up character model. Hell, I don't even ever record seeing a glitch, except for once, and that was when the music permanently cut out during one playthrough. The worst criticism I can aim at the graphics are the zombies up close and just Bruce himself. Pair him with Leon in RE4 and we have a viewer poll for who wore it better.
It is good you can make light of my enemy's appearance, but can you really fault the graphical quality of this game? Which I star in?
That's true. At the time, for a budget game at least, it does what it needs to. After another very short segment with Fong Ling, you're back to Bruce. The first boss you meet is a tyrant variant with a very long range attacks, but the weak spot's very noticeable. It's a tumour on the back of his neck. The boss is easy to bait and switch, and aside from feeling slightly underwhelming, it's still an enjoyable boss and one I would have hoped to show up more. The game doesn't end there though. It's a shame. As you soon find yourself in an umbrella waste facility. It's a sewer level, and probably the most tedious part of the game. Poor souls. More lost to the menace. There are boulders. This has to stop now. Donating just £3 a month can save lives. This menace has to stop. No? Due to the boring nature of this level, I will talk a bit about the audio, and the sound effects and creature noises are actually really good in the game. They're pretty interesting, to say the least, to listen to. You can hear what monsters you have to deal with. But a lot of the footsteps sounds too echoey, even when on carpet. And the only music track I can enjoy is the save room theme, which is an instrumental version of a song written for the game by a band called RikitoRed. It's fairly soothing and suits the save theme for the game. Somehow Fong Ling is here too, and we have a touching scene which hints at the unfolding, inevitable romance. And I just can't get invested in this, because the whole affair feels forced. Hell, I wouldn't consider it a romance, but the ending heavily hints at such. Now this guy is a true nightmare of a boss, only because you need to sneak around, and with the silencer pistol, that means it's an easy win, though incredibly arduous on hard mode. Pluto will listen out and track you down. It's really unique tyrant design, and probably one of the best boss fights in the series, especially considering your options are to either burn through your heavy ammo and kill it, or play the patience game. And I'm not always that patient. Bruce soon wakes up and it's time to finish the mission and stop the launch of T-virus missiles. After collecting the particle rifle, which is the game's rocket launcher, though not nearly as explosive, you make your way to Morpheus, and the fight here depends whether you can get him stuck on a pillar or if you just go for it. With only one effective weapon, it's all about accuracy here. Avoid his flippy shit and electro bursts, and you should come out on top. It's the final countdown, and with only a few zombies ahead from now on, best save ammo. And having perfected your accuracy throughout the game, you find Morpheus is looking a little bit... I'm guessing his self-esteem is kind of hit a bit low since piling on the pounds.
Just like you mean?
Fuck off! After round one and running to the next bridge, it's time for the final fight. And just point and shoot. There's no strategy here, as he can't hurt you unless you get too close, and it's an instant death screen. So, with the weapons at your disposal, or which you should have full ammo supply, it's only a matter of time. Ha! Clock joke. Timeless. Oh, finally, it's done. Oh, what an explosive ending though. I mean, haha. Oh, it's a fake out. Oh.
There's nothing left for you.
Well, yeah, okay, the romance stuff is... Oh, and then they fuck. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what... Well, this game fucked me too. I mean, it's not that it's bad, it's just personally I find it very boring to sit through and play this game. It's among the worst in my opinion.
Oh, finally! You've played and completed this. But it still controls you, doesn't it? It still holds you back.
Don't.
Now, I had convinced myself this game is one of the worst entries in the series, but having replayed the game again after so long, I found myself discovering something about myself. Now, I've owned this game, this disc, for 15 years. Now, if I hated the game that much, why would I keep it for so long? and I believe it is a subconscious decision. Now, it does take liberties with its characters, a romance subplot, very cliche villain, and it was a case of the scenario writer likely asked to replicate the success of earlier works. And the game itself is decently made. There's only a few character model issues, there's not been a single graphical glitch, but the controls themselves are very clunky, especially on a controller. Don't get me wrong, I do still find the game very dull, but I said I'd review it fairly. Now, in my personal opinion, I do want to give it 1 star, but for how decent the game is made, and despite my personal issues, I rate this game 3 stars out of 5. I'm done. Yes! Oh, thank you.
Till next time, Rikito. Till next time.
I've been RikitoRed from the Retro Room, and we'll see you next time.
Hey guys, RikitoRed here, and thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Please like, comment and subscribe for more content, and we'll see you real soon.